Yeah, so for product building, you have to do, I mean, couple of things. So you have to understand like how you can differentiate your product, right? You might not be selling the similar kind of, means you'll be selling the similar kind of product, but it might not be just the exact product what is being sold on the market, right? You might bring your product with some kind of improvement. So what is
Mhm.
that improvement? How do you find, how do you build those your product in a way that it is solving customers issues, right? Customer problems. So let's
Mhm.
take example of, I'm not sure if dog color, let's go on to different product. uh what I can think of, no, baby monitors, okay, baby monitor, let's say. Yeah, so if
Okay.
this is the product like baby monitor you want, you have decided that okay, this is the market which I want to get into, and then how do I like make my product now so that it is solving the customers problems. So where you can find, I can find the customer problems, like you will, when you like you had done your keyword research and you
Mhm.
have your like competitor list from Amazon have like will show certain number of competitor lists. You can go into each of the competitors product page, right? Let's say
Mhm.
if if this is our competitor, this is the best seller, definitely this should be our competitor and this has good reviews. So if this is the competitor, then what I'll do, like I'll go into the product detail page and I'll go on the reviews. I'll click on the review. Okay. Now when I'm here, like what I can do, like I can read 2 star and 3 star reviews. Okay.
Mhm.
That 2 star and 3 star reviews. I'll have to read couple of like, I mean, probably 10, 15 reviews from 2 star and 3 star, just to understand what are the problems customers are saying about this product, right? What what are their feedbacks, negative feedbacks, right? And that is the opportunity you will have to improve on, right? So when you understand the customer complaints. So
Mhm.
this customer says the baby monitor has been fantastic for us. My husband and I are first time parents. I was initially torn between purchasing a video monitor and an audio only monitor due to the price. I figured the image something she's mentioning and
Mhm.
on video monitor would be grainy and that I would still be continuously checking on baby to make sure he is breathing. Well, the image is amazingly clear, even it even in a dark, even in a completely dark room. I can hear every noise and see every breath. I can change. She's talking about all good. I don't know why she has given 3 star. It works as well as I could have hoped. Provide such peace of mind. Updating my reviews from 5 star 3 star to reflect something that I thought was minor annoyance at first, but it has become a serious complaint lately. It's so
Mhm.
difficult to get power cord. Something is she's saying here. Power cord for the display you need to connect properly. Right, this is one problem.
Mhm.
So what you have to capture this problem. Okay. So
Mhm.
let's say power cord connection issue, right? This is basically connection issue. There is some complaint like this lady or this customer is saying about, and what you have to do, there is a file like this. This is a file which I use, and what is, yeah. This is the file. You can basically what you can do, like each of your competitors can come here, like whatever the competitors might be numbers. Like let's say this is one competitor, right? This, and this competitor listing would be this one. You do not need to copy the whole thing. You have to probably copy uh, this. Sorry. Uh, there will be DP actually, detail page, then the product ID. This way. So you can delete all this, and this will be the URL which you can keep it. Do not need, as like here you see DP is there, so that's the URL. I mean, you can still copy the complete URL or just the this URL, right? Okay, so once you have this URL, so you'll basically fill in all these like columns, whatever. I mean, how many were the numbers of competitors you have. You may like you may not require to see all the competitors listing details, because it will be like when you analyze three or four or five competitors, you'll see mostly the same complaints are repeatedly coming up over and over. So you do not need like five competitors are good enough for you to understand the customer problems, right?
Okay.
Then what you do, like once you understand, like I mean, once you create this competitor columns, then read, these are the critical, like problem what you are capturing here on this column. This is all critical information, in the sense the complaints we are capturing and putting it here. As like
Okay.
in case of soap dispenser was my example what I've shown here, right? I say change the hand properly. So this is the example what I'm showing. Like when automatic soap, probably this is not exactly, it says it is automatic soap dispenser. So that is basically, it's a dispenser, soap dispenser. When I put my hand below, then automatically it will dispense soap.
Mm.
So so this product, what I've captured is like air doesn't sense the hand properly. So when I bring in my hand there, soap my
Mm.
hand under the dispenser, it doesn't sense, right? That's the problem then. Then
Mm.
you have to fix that problem. And how do you fix? Like what action you will take, you will mention here. And what can be the emotional need of the customers, right? You can just write about that so that it will help you in later point in terms of listing your, sorry, in terms of building your list properly. This will help. So what I am saying here, make sure that IR sends the hand properly and does not require to wave hand back and forth. So I mean, I do not have to, I mean, wave my hand back and forth, right? In front, I mean, under that soap dispenser. That's what the IR should sense properly. So how do you fix? You will obviously work with the supplier and say that this is what the requirement. It should not have this issue, right? That you
Mm.
will tell to your supplier
Mm.
and give confidence about the sense and functionality that it will sense the hand. Sorry, about the sensor functionality that it will sense the hand properly. So that's basically the emotion what you are writing in. So that's up to you. Like I mean, understanding what you make from the complaint, then you write on your uh, idea, right? On
Okay.
your word. So you say, I mean, here you'll keep on putting the numbers. Let's the same complaint what I get on this listing when I go on number three, reviews, 3-star reviews, and I keep on reading. I find the similar complaint may IR doesn't work. This is, I mean, this example is different product example, but I'm just jumping to this product. And if I get the same complaint and again for this particular listing, then I'll put one, two, three, like that. Like one, when I found one, then it will be one. When I found two, means one was there earlier, now I'm finding one more, then that will be added up and it will be as number two, right? Then if I find one more problem, that will be three. So you'll have to keep on adding, correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So like that, you'll keep on doing for all the competitors. Maybe like you will read 10 reviews from 3 star and 10 from 2 star, then you'll come to the understanding. Then you put those as like what how I said here, right? Then you'll number, and then what will happen? This will add it up here. This number will add it up, and when it adds up here, the higher the number, you have the higher priority to. I mean, you definitely think of solving that problem. As like this one, it is 36 numbers. That means there are so many complaints on specific thing, which is it stopped working in few weeks of use, right? Or delivered broken or got broken after a few months. So this is the biggest complaint what many customers are complaining about the product. So that means it doesn't work for a longer period. So you have to ensure a product that you it works for a longer period, and you have to whatever the test or whatever things you are supposed to do, you should do that, correct? To check if whether it works for a longer period or not, whether it gets damaged with a small kind of like, I mean, if it probably like while transit it had they have got the customer has got damaged piece, right? If that many complaints are coming, that means it is very delicately made, and you have to make sure that it is not that delicate that it gets broken very easily, right?
Hmm.
There's something like that this complaint says about. So I'm just taking this complaint example and explaining what actions you can take, right? So that's what you have to write your actions, what you are going to take, and then what can be like when you take action, what can your customer can feel about your product, right? It is just the your word you will put on here, and you'll just put the number like that and go on. Okay, so
But
we
what is this number like? For if there's like two negative reviews, as you
Mhm.
have written over here 23. So what does it stand for 23?
23 for this particular if I go into this listing, what has happened.
There are 23 negative points.
No, there are 23 this complaint, the same complaint. It
Okay,
might be
same
like
complaint.
the same complaint. Somebody might have said it stopped working in few days, few weeks, right? So I consider that as this one type of complaint. I'll not write some. I mean, every customer will not the same will not say the same word, right? Again and again, they'll
Mm,
say in their word that it is not working. You have to understand that okay, they are saying it is not working. It stopped working in few days or few weeks. That complaint is one complaint, one type of complaint. I'll take that as one. Then I'll add up like similar complaints. If there is one more, I'll add again one. If I mean, I find one more, then I'll add one onto that. So by doing that, I have found around 23 complaints,
okay,
same type of complaints from 23 customers.
okay.
Okay, like if I go here and go to the review of this product, there is no review. In fact, like now this has lost the buy box. There is no review. I mean, this had so many complaints. Obviously, they might have lost this things,
So
right? People are.
if you lose your this reviews, like if your domain
If
is very
your
negative.
reviews are bad, then obviously your selling will be less and ranking will drop, and then you may lose out the buy box and all those things, right? So yeah, that might have happened to this listing. But anyhow, so this is the procedure what you'll follow to understand the customer problems, and you capture those and you come up with your idea how you can fix that problem, right?
Mm,
And whichever the number like when it is added up on this column, whichever the number is like higher, that takes the higher priority to solve it, right? Like this
okay.
one, when you saw this is 36. If I sort it by, you can filter it.
But then in competitors list there different type of complaints.
And competitor, what is that?
Like you have mentioned, like one, two, three, four, five competitors' name. They're having the same category.
Five competitors, yes,
Mm,
that's correct. Five competitors here. So I mentioned five competitors, and I tried to understand customer complaints. Okay,
okay,
and then I had put on here on this how what I mean what are the complaints I captured. It is on this red column. Then what my action can be and what the customer emotion can be with the actions, right?
okay,
Then I put on this numbers, like how many over the number I find, like if the same complaint comes up for this, like this and this becomes this number right here.
mm,
So this will be this number will be put on here. So if it is like the same complaint ad does not work, does not sense the hand, many customers are saying, let's say five are saying for this listing, then it will be five here.
mm.
Got it right?
Yeah,
And then it is added up here at the end. Then you see like if whichever the higher, then you definitely think of fixing that. If there is a number which is something like one or two, then obviously you can ignore that. You do not have to worry about that much that you have to fix that as well. Even if you're not fixing that, that is not a major problem what you found. It might be a minor problem. Some one customer has said about that, like one customer on one listing, one customer said that some problem which you found to be the one, then you can, I mean, that's a basically a different problem nobody has complained about, right?
okay,
That's why it is just the one customer who said something different. Then you may consider to ignore that.
okay,
Okay. In a similar way, like what you do, like here, when I go to this, okay, you see this 3 star here, right? You can, it says all reviews, and here when you click on this drop down, you'll see you can select basically whichever the star reviews you want to read. Let's say if I
okay,
want to read 2 star reviews, then I can just click on 2 star and I'll read 2 star reviews, right? I'll keep on reading each of the customer reviews here, maybe like 10, close to 10 number of reviews, 2 star reviews, and understand what the customers are saying about, right, this product,
okay,
why they have given 2 star. Or you can say all critical. All critical is like basically it will show up like 3 star or 2 star only. Yeah, one
okay.
star as well. But one star, more of like one star, I'll not prefer to read because they'll, for some reason they are not like, I mean, they decided to give 1 star. So it might, I mean, you can still read if you want, but I would say that not required to. For us to understand, basically, you need to understand what the customer talking about the complaints and understand those and improve the product. That's what the.
One star would be for those customers who want to return it, or maybe they
They are very. I mean, they might be frustrated for some reason, and they are just saying something like,
maybe the product is broken by
it's
delivery and
here.
all.
If you read one of them, like our unit has an intermittent signal outage and losses signal every few seconds while in master bedroom. What is this? Which product is this? Oh, this is
That
monitor.
baby
Baby
monitor.
monitor. Yeah, this is baby monitor. Yeah, we have large house and the Wi-Fi router is between us and the baby's room. Okay, so basically Wi-Fi intermittent issue is there.
Mm,
A signal outage.
mm,
Yeah, that could be one more thing what you can take, like if you want to understand. This might have
mm,
said also in the 2 star reviews, and 1 star review also can be read. I don't think, I don't say that you should not read, but with
mm.
by reading one, two, three, two, you'll have a lot of good ideas. But if you're still not getting ideas, then you can go on to the 1 star and read also. And when I click, I mean, I said critical, right? So critical are those which are the bad reviews about the product, right? And you
Mm.
can read about all positive reviews, as like this column has, I mean, this sheet has also a positive section here, which is in green column. Like you can read about the positive thing and write, correct? Understand what
mm,
customer is saying positive. You should, I mean, on your product, you should consider having those positive things as well,
mm,
right? So that means like you, what you are doing, you are understanding the negative things and trying to improve your product, and understanding the positive means feedback, and trying to keep those positive things on your product.
okay.
That's a two thing like what you are trying to do. And this is one way like what you are trying to do. Basically, you are trying to improve the product functionality. That way you are trying to improve product and bring some different kind of functionality, or the same functionality with improved version, right? So
Mm,
that way like you build a different product and might be little unique. But if you have to again differentiate after this, like you say that okay, I still want to differentiate, I once I could have, I fixed my product. Maybe what you can do, you can bundle, you can in design way, like if you can work to design the product in a different way, you can still do that. But if you are doing that, your supplier may not agree to do that for a smaller quantity product. Like when you are ordering maybe 500 numbers, your supplier will not agree. They'll agree if you are buying them the mold, required mold and all, which is
mm,
costly again. So you will not go and buy mold which might be around some means dollar which you cannot spend at this point, right? So that way like you may not do that a big design change, but minor change, like if you want to do that, you can discuss with them. If they have something like that, they can do it. Well and good, you can definitely work with them to make that changes on your product, right? That's
mm.
one way you build a little different product. And the second way, like you can, let's say this example itself. So sir, I'm not sure what the alternative product can be. So what you can do, like you can also bundle product along with your main product. This is your main product, right? This automatic soap dispenser is the main product.
Mm,
I want to add on a product which which might be relevant. It is not that you will add on any product onto this to make a bundle. Should be a product which is relevant and which is not a dominating product. It should be a secondary product to your primary product. Okay. And if you go into how do you find that? If you go down, not this listing is not showing up that. Okay. Let's go to some other.
what does it shows?
Shows like customer, I mean, bought together.
Okay.
Like if one customer buys one product, at the same time they buy, along with that product, they buy another product. So what is that
They
another product?
combine both of them.
Right. So you can find that like if you see a lot of like once your competitors, you can open up each of your competitor and see what the bought together, like what customers are buying together along with your competitor's product, right? So
Mm,
what you understand from that, you understand that if you I mean get that specific one, whichever the one the competitor is buying mostly, you can, if that is a relevant product, you can add on to your primary product and make a bundle. Okay, that way you differentiate your product because your customers are buying those together. Why not to include them as include those two as one bundle, right?
mm,
So that way you'll definitely make little differentiation on your product. Okay.
okay.
So I mean baby monitor was the one which you were saying. I don't know. Let's see like if it shows up some other product. Yeah, here. Frequently bought together. Okay.
Mm.
You see, along with this, the customers are buying this product as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're buying this product. But you have to understand if this is something relevant, if you include that, it will make sense or not as a bundle. That you have to decide on by, let's say if you go on to this product detail page, you'll understand what is this product, whether I should include as a bundle. This is something baby related product, obviously.
Mm.
It
Teacher.
can, yeah, teeth problem, but teether, baby teether. But uh, not sure if I'm not sure like if it can be relevant for a baby monitoring product. But yes, I mean you have to see that like if it is a relevant one. If, to me, this one doesn't look like to be a relevant one, but still
It's
customers are
not
buying
relevant, but
because
it's like baby's product, so
it is
that's
it
fine.
is baby. One way it is relevant that it is baby's product. Obviously, like I mean, when when a baby is at that age, when
Mm.
they like they have that kind of like sensation of like itching sensation or something, they require the some teethers. Yeah, but every baby will might not be on at that stage, but it is
Mm.
up to us like what how we think of, right? Again, it should be relevant and it should be bought also by customer. If it is bought together, then yes, probably I can include it on
But then
my.
how to know that how many customers have bought this?
That I will not be able to know that how many customers I they bought together these two products. That will not come to know. There
Then
is
how
no
to judge
there is
that?
no mechanism. But as I said, the relevancy is the key. So you have to remember that relevant product. It should be relevant product. That's what I said. Like it doesn't look to be relevant one as the baby monitor. But to baby monitor, what can be relevant? I'm not sure yet. So you can still go on the listing. Like here, another section. There it will down. It will show that customer who purchased the product also viewed this product. Okay,
Hmm.
that means that customers are also viewing that product as well as this product. But that section is somewhere I don't find here. This is sponsored product, so sponsored product will not be the one. But as you can still see, if there is any relevant product which can be added on to your primary product. And you have to keep another thing in mind that your secondary product, the add-on product should not be a high priced product. It should be
Hmm.
definitely lower priced product. The product value might be around like $1 to $2 purchase value or less, in fact, so that you when you add on, I mean you can, if you sell little higher also you have margin, good margin. Otherwise, like what will happen, like if you're buying uh, on the similar price as like your sell as a, I mean your selling price will be double of your competitor's price, right? That way it doesn't make sense that you have double the price and you have bundle, so they
Hmm.
can buy separately, right? Why the customer needs to buy your product, even though it is a bundle one? They can buy it separately from two different listings.
Bundle product, do they have any kind of discount or something? Special discount? I mean, is
No,
there any?
there is no discount. Like it is up to the seller, right? Up to the
Hmm.
seller what how they want to price it. And when you bundle it, you price it accordingly that you more like closer to your competitor's price. It is not something like your competitor and your price market range is something around like let's say $10 to $20, and you brought on a product with some addition like one additional product, and you say that like I'll say $40.
Hmm.
Okay, then that your product will not have that much demand because your price is really on higher side. Even though you have a lot of differentiation and all, you'll you'll not, your product will not be sold off in high number, right? So you will have to price something around like maybe 21, 22, 23, so that I mean, you get good sales at the same time you get also good revenues. Sorry, good
Hmm.
profit margins, right? Okay, so compare. Okay, we'll go back here. No, this page doesn't say like, but some pages what will happen, what it will show up. It will show up as customer uh, viewed this, also viewed these all products. Like it will show many
Hmm.
products.
They
You
give
can go,
options.
you can go to the other few more listings. Here also you see this brought together, right? This is, I think this looks more relevant than the other one. So you
Hmm.
can definitely see this. What is
Camera
this
holder.
product? Yeah,
Camera
sun
holder.
holder, camera holder, right? That is relevant obviously than the
Hmm.
teether one. Uh, sponsored, frequently bought together. This and it is. Why it is not showing up in this space? Here. Customers who viewed this item also viewed this item. So from here also you may get some ideas, but doesn't
But they
mean
all
that
are so
you'll.
different.
If they all are so different, then yes, you will not choose those. I mean, any of those. You will have to see the relevant one. It is it. I mean, it is not that like you will find something which is totally irrelevant like this. If it is, I mean, if you have to include this this is ice cube tray along with your baby monitor, doesn't make any sense, right? You'll obviously not do that, but
Hmm.
you can do something what we saw on top, which is relevant one, and obviously you can think of bundling it and making one combined product, right? This one looks to be the relevant one. Let's go into, but what I meant to say, like, you can go into that section and see like if there is
Hmm.
any relevant product which I can add on. This is what is this product? Baby monitor mount. Okay, yeah, this is obviously relevant one, correct?
Hmm.
So I mean, you have the product, a baby monitor, and it at the same time this is a mounting which will be mounted onto the baby's crib,
Hmm.
right? Then that makes totally sense, right? This makes total sense that this can be a relevant product, and the price is might not be something. I don't know how much is this product is sold.
It should
This
be
is
showing it, or it just.
it is no, it is showing here
Hmm.
as the selling price, and the buying price you have to find out how much the buying price might be. Might be
I
around like
think this
this.
mount come with the camera only, which is
No,
not relevant product.
no, it is not the it doesn't come with camera. It is universal. It says that, right? Universal baby camera mount. Okay, and
Okay.
or infant baby monitor holder, right? It doesn't come with camera. This mount is a separate mount which is
Okay.
sold separately by some seller, and
It
customer
is.
might,
It has been combined with that.
yeah, customers might be purchasing this because they do not have such a provision to mount the camera, and they are purchasing and they are like utilizing for that purpose, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, so this can be relevant one, and you can add up, and you have to find out how much is your buying price and what price you can sell on. Like if it is getting sold around 16.95,
Hmm.
and the other product is sold might be, I don't remember, So, but if you combine together, sell on a lesser price, it was at $75, and if you say that I mean, you charge that for that product probably $5 as your sale price, and you are like you may sell this as together $80, you'll still make good revenue because you are giving like I mean, from the price point of view, you are also bringing some uniqueness in the sense like your price is lesser, right? If when it is
Mm,
combined together, that is one difference what you are creating. The other difference is like features are the I mean functionality and feature what I told you by understanding the reviews, what you can how you can build your product, right? So those are the ways how you can basically build and get ideas and how you can uh, work with your supplier to build the product on the ideas what you have come up with, come up with, right?
mm,
Yeah. So that's all like about this building thing, product building session. Yeah.
okay.